The Clever Monkey. There once lived a young monkey in a beautiful jungle. He spent his days wandering the jungle, climbing trees, eating delicious fruits, and resting. One day, while wandering around, he came very close to the nearby village. He looked inside a house in the village and saw a bowl of red, ripe apples. He couldn't hold his urge to eat those beautiful-looking fruits, so he grabbed one in each hand and ran back into the forest. He sniffed the 2 apples, but it smelled like nothing. He tried to eat them, but they hurt his teeth. These apples were made of wood, but they looked delicious. When the other monkeys of the jungle saw the apples, he held on to them even tighter. He proudly admired his new possessions as he wandered the jungle. The wooden apples glistened red in the sun and seemed perfect to him. He was so enticed by them that he even forgot about his hunger. He was walking near a fruit tree when the smell of the ripe fruit reminded him of his hunger. He wanted to grab a ripe banana and eat it, but he had the apples in his hands. He couldn't let go of the wooden apples to reach for the bananas. He was too afraid to lose the apples and felt the need to protect it. The monkey was very proud of the apples, but he was definitely less happy while he continued to walk along the forest trails. As he held the apples longer, they started to feel heavier. The poor little monkey thought about letting go of the valuable apples, but that would be such a crazy idea. The poor monkey was unhappy. He was exhausted, hungry, and he couldn't climb trees or collect fruit with his hands full. The more he looked at the fruits in the jungle, the more he grew hungry. He finally gave up and dropped the wooden apples and reached up for his meal. He was happy again. Like the little monkey, we sometimes carry things that seem too valuable to let go. We humans seem to carry and hold on to our image, pride, possessions, wealth, and status, but forget to enjoy the most important things in life: love, compassion, friends, and family. An empty box. A man punished his 3-year-old daughter for wasting a roll of wrapping paper. Money was tight, so he became infuriated when the child tried to decorate a box to put under the Christmas tree. The little girl brought the gift to her father the next morning and said, "This is for you, Daddy." The man became embarrassed by his overreaction earlier, but his rage continued when he saw that the box was empty. He yelled at her, "Don't you know when you give someone a present, there is supposed to be something inside?" The little girl looked up at him with tears in her eyes and cried, "Oh, Daddy, it's not empty at all. I blew kisses into the box. They're all for you, Daddy." The father became speechless. He put his arms around his little girl. He begged for her forgiveness. A short time later, an accident took the life of the child. Her father kept the gold box by his bed for many years, and whenever he was discouraged, he would take out an imaginary kiss and remember the love of the child who had put it there. Which story did you like more? Did you learn something new from them? Were there any new words or grammar points that you learned from the story? Write them in the comments to remember them longer. If you like the stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to help this channel grow. See you next time. Hẹn gặp lại. các bạn sao nhé.